Welcome back. Thank you for being part of this program. This is Empower. We focus on people and workplace. And we have a special gentleman with us today as we discuss and see what we are supposed to do on this earth. Pastor Caleb.
Yes.
It is good to listen to you and hear what you're doing in the ministry versus workplace.
Yes.
My question comes here, and I always see this. Every job we do, sometimes we have the ups and downs.
Yes.
This is what we celebrate. Sometimes there are things that make us feel like, oh. So what are the down moments of the job that you do in civil engineering?
Yeah, there are, civil engineering also has down moments. And one of them is, okay, there are those that are pre-employment and
Yes.
post-employment, and there are those that cut across. But one of the down I can say is peer pressure. Peer pressure with friends and colleagues, because sometimes there's a lot of luxury in that area. And
No, sisi ni engineers, you know.
Sisi ni engineer, accounting asoma, and now you may find yourself messing up and losing the target
Yes.
of what you are doing. Number two, also to those that are in college and maybe university,
Yeah.
there's the issue of finances, school fees, just trying to put all the material together and such like things. And also after the academics, the graduation, getting a job in the market. Some of us it's a challenge because you realize most of the employers, they
Yes.
move with their employees.
Yeah, it's true.
Because they have worked with them, they
they know
have
their work.
experienced them, they have trusted them, they know their work. So bringing in a new member, it may not be easy.
Yes.
And then now you realize in some areas, the villagers go on strike, they bring chaos so that they can be accommodated
Yeah, I know.
within the
We have
project.
to employ our people.
Yeah, to employ our people. Also another challenge, you see, there is what we call locomotion. Is it locomotion? Or moving from place to place. Because you find this year you have a project in Nairobi.
Yes.
Tomorrow you are in Kakamega. The other day you are in Meru. So if you are a family man, running a family may be very challenging because now it means you have to move your family and all those things. And now that one also bring into issue of immorality and because I realize now something funny is that in every project, the government pumps in a lot of millions for HIV AIDS campaign, and it is normally done monthly. So you realize that now it is not a very conducive environment for people who don't have self-control, people who don't have boundaries. So I think those are some of the challenges that are coming up. And also for ladies, there's this challenge that before an employer give you work, you need to meet some requirements, some demands, and because you are desperate for job,
some go in and give in.
Some give in, and they mess themselves up. Yes, you umepata kazi, but you have messed yourself, you have messed your life. So you need just to be very keen and very God-fearing, so that you can maneuver in that area. So I think those are just some of the...
Maybe some questions there, especially for young people who find themselves in such a state. And sometimes some compromise because of some reasons. So why do you think they can't stand on themselves and say, you know what, I'm a Christian. These are things I can't do. Because some of those people that give in are Christians. It's not that, we can't say that all of them are non-believers. Some are believers. And they give into some of this. Why do you think, and more so that you are a pastor, why do you think some of the young people are struggling to stand firm in such status and declare that, you know what, I better not get this job, but maintain my integrity as a believer?
Number one, I will say, your depth relationship with God, or your spiritual depth, because if you are in a proper relationship with God, and you know who your God is, there are some things you don't compromise. Yes, today you will miss it, but the Lord you are serving, or the Lord you gave yourself to, is a faithful God. He will open another door tomorrow. And you see, being born again does not bring us out of this body.
Yes, yes, we're in this world.
Yeah, wachangi mwili pale unasema
sasa ni roho hapana.
Acha niende pale, no. And sometimes kuna hizo demands of the flesh.
Yes.
And when you are not spiritual, mature, you are not a person of prayer, reading the Bible, and all those activities that bring up building your life, a spiritual life strong. Now, you may find yourself, the flesh desires overpower the spiritual demand or the spiritual desires. So that is the major cause that is leading our young men. So you need to soak yourself in prayer, Bible reading, friends who will teach you the right way.
Yes.
And also as a young man, have a cover, or a mentor, or a spiritual father who is able to monitor you, to question you, and to direct you in the ways of God. In cases like that.
Yes.
Also, don't be so desperate. As a young man, as a young lady, don't be so desperate. Yes. Anything comes your way, you consume. No. Have self-control. Be disciplined. And I always say, if you're a born-again person and you're in the marketplace, then sometimes I see advertisement, they say, this course is an added advantage. So to a believer in the marketplace, being born again and having God, that is an added advantage because the Bible is the foundation of all that we are seeing. So you need to excel in the marketplace without any struggles. Okay, challenges may come, but you need to excel there because you have somewhere you can run for solutions. And our God has never run short of solutions. So you need to be very much soaked, be self-disciplined, have boundaries. Have boundaries. Sometimes I see a job when we are paid and people are like, twende tupige sherehe. You get, and you are there. And majority of them, they're not born again. So maybe out of 5, unajipata, uko peke yako. So you are there and you are like, should I go or should I not go? But now you listen at your inner man. Listen at your thoughts. What is your inner man telling you to do at that moment? And then be very sensitive, even know your friends.
Wow. Amazing. And that is quite interesting. And I think if young people would have that deep relationship with God, that as we say that whatever you're doing it for God. God is watching Jesus. If Jesus was here, would I do the same? That perception, I think it's very good, so that you can make a difference. I know you mentioned when you're introducing yourself that you also participate in a certain prison ministry. I would love to hear that. Yes. Because I know our time is limited, but I would love to hear that.
All right, wow. I think 1 year ago, God gave me a burden to do prison ministry. Actually, I was struggling with what can I do in the body of Christ. So the Lord gave me a burden to do prison ministry. We launched it. I think now we are 1.5 years old. Now this only... we reach out to the prisoners and we preach to them. Yes. Because prisoners, majority of them, they're not good character people. Yeah, majority. Majority of them, they're not good character people. So you need to go there and ensure that you instill a godly character, number one. And also most of them now, when they see where they are, it is easy to give up. Maybe you've been jailed for many years, and some of them are...
You get yourself like you're not useful any longer.
Yes, yes. So we encourage them that this is not the end. There is a God who still have a good plan for you. So keep pushing. The years have been given, itaisha, and somehow God will intervene, and you realize maybe kuna mahali tu mtu ametokea, and a miracle has happened. So... And also, we don't just preach to them. We also gather some gifts, food, clothing, and everything. We just show them our love. They are not... Being in jail does not mean you are not a human being. True. You are a human being operating with the normal senses. And we outside here, we love you. And then one of the things also we do, we ensure once they have released, we welcome them in the society.
Because most of the time you're like, hey, huyu amekuwa. As who are not there, we miss you like, no.
Yes.
that transition.
Yes. So we talk to the community.
Yeah.
This is a changed person. We go there as witnesses and we'll tell them, this is a changed person.
You're right.
Welcome him or her. Na wale ambao wanakataa, now we have to work with them for some times, maybe for a few months or few years, and then now we take them back to the society. And now the society is able to welcome them and accept them as one of them. So that is generally what we do.
Yeah, because as human beings, we know you. This is how you are.
Yeah.
So whether you've been in prison and back, we are seeing the person we knew.
Yes.
So we can have a disconnect. And I think that is a good ministry that you people are doing. So when do you go to prison? You're still working. You are a pastor. So when do you go to prison?
We have holidays in our calendars, so that is our major boost in the prison ministry.
Yeah.
Also weekends. Weekends, the majority of events we do maybe Saturday or Sunday afternoon.
Beautiful.
And also sometimes you take a leave.
Yes.
So you program yourself this year in August.
I need to go this time.
You'll apply for a leave and then this is what I will do.
Wow.
So you factor in the ministry.
We need to close this program. Pastor Caleb.
Yes.
A young person may be watching you and listening to you, and someone may be jobless, not knowing where to start, and that person requires some hope.
Yes.
What words would you tell them as someone who is working and also a minister?
Wow.
Can use that camera.
Thank you very much. To our viewer, I will say this, that God never created a jobless man. When he created man, he gave him duty in the Garden of Eden. So being unemployed does not mean you are jobless or there is nothing you cannot do.
Yeah.
You have a lot of potential within you. The Bible tells us that we have a Christ mind. Yeah, we have our mind is like that of Christ.
Yes.
And therefore, having a mind like Christ, it means you are a problem solver. You can create things. So look, understand yourself, what God has put within you. What can you do the best?
Yes.
And then trust God for resources. Begin small. Yeah, some of our youth, they fear to begin small. They don't want to begin small. Begin small with whatever you have. Call friends. Yeah, call friends. Tell them, this is what I'm doing. Can you boost me? Can you help me? And you will realize out of your friend, there are people who will welcome your idea and they will support you and they will ensure that you stand strong. So look at what can you do.
Beautiful.
Which potential do you have?
Yes.
Where is your passion? And you will be able to excel.
Amazing. Wow. Thank you so much, Pastor Caleb. You can be sure that you've learned a lot from you. Believe that also God is taking you to different places, far and wide. May the Lord bless you.
Wow.
I believe you've enjoyed our conversation today with Pastor Caleb, listening to what he's doing in the ministry as well as serving in the marketplace. Please join us next week. This has been Empower. My name is Beatrice Chuchu. God bless you.